What's up, nobody? Today we are going to be watching one of my old favorite TV shows, Goosebumps. Now, this used to be a show that I watched all the time. My brother was scared shitless of it, but I absolutely loved it. I thought it was terrifying and creepy. And so I figured, why not revisit this 1995 classic in 2019 when I'm much older and I've been watching things like The Conjuring and The Conjuring. I don't watch anything else. I watched it. And The Conjuring. So I decided to go ahead and just start off with Season 1, Episode 1, The Girl Who Cried Monster. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, the old intro. I remember this so clearly, and I used to watch it so much that I would like dance to this. I used to think this looked so real, and now looking back at it, the graphics were so shitty. Ready? That's how you get poison ivy. Don't do that.
What do you mean, toe biter? Got lucky. And Lila next door. Don't use your foot! Real quick.
Okay, so these are kid actors, and I'm like, I'll give it to them. But the look on his face, that wasn't terror. It looked like he was taking a shit. He was like, ah!
It was just a joke. Honey,
Yeah, Mom.
Every guy asked you up to tell you monster stories. Because I promised to keep doors and give them to her today. Who's read it? Frankenstein. Cool.
I'm sorry, that was so, I don't mean to keep pausing it, we're only like 3 minutes in, but that was so awkward. Did you see, here, let's go back.
Who's read it? Frankenstein. Cool.
And then there's just silence. They couldn't have added anything there. He's just like, cool.
Are you sure, Lucy? Frankenstein is a classic as well.
Yeah, but this one's got a monster. Wouldn't it be cool if there were real monsters?
Well, I'm not so sure. Most people like to be frightened in movies or stories.
Aaron, you ever know something weird about women?
Okay, like, I'll give it to them. He's a little weird. He has that, like, serial killer vibe. But he stamped a fucking book and said it wouldn't be cool if monsters were real life because people don't like that. They prefer being scared in stories and movies. Why are they overreacting about this? Like, I get it's trying to, like, drive the plot, but, like, he could have said something scary. That wasn't scary at all, and they were just, like, mind blown now. Okay, again, these kids are overreacting at, like, the smallest things. Here she is walking past what I assume is a house or a library, which the shot's really weird just to start off with. And then here, the light shuts off, probably because it's closing, and she's like, the library closes? Since when? Like, okay, she has this huge reaction to the lights getting shut off. She has this huge reaction when he says that monsters would be scary in real life, and people prefer them in books and movies. But this fucking cat drops from the heavens in front of her, and she's like, oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's got like this big monster head, whatever. But what was that? Okay, why do they keep like cutting to this shot? Like, I would understand if it was like it looks similar to him, but like they cut to this shot earlier and now they're doing it again, which usually means that it has importance to it. But from the looks of things, it doesn't symbolize anything. So I'm gonna wait till like the end of this episode, but still, this looks like it doesn't like show anything, and I hate useless shots. It's so frustrating.
Say hi anymore?
Hi, Dad! There's a monster in the library! It's popped out of his head.
Okay, so the main theme of this is that she says that there's so many monsters that people don't believe her. But in all reality, would anyone believe her even if she didn't always say that there was always monsters? Because personally, if a girl came in and was screaming that the librarian grew eyeballs and then started eating bugs, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's cute. And keep going. So, I don't know.
Monsters.
After all, I'm a little monsters.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna swear I'm gonna pause this so much. The thing that she focuses on is that he straightens the books. And she's like, yep. He's a monster. He could have OCD, she does realize that, right? Like, she knows what that is. Like, he just straightened the books and she's like, yep. That's cement now. I've got it. I've got my proof. He straightens books. He's a creep. He's a monster. What? What is that noise?
What are you doing here?
Have you been thinking about monsters again? Mr. Morgan, thanks very much for bringing home Lucy's backpack today. Oh, it was nothing. It's on my way.
Mr. Moore?
Alright, so even if they don't believe that he's a monster, which, I mean, is pretty obvious that they wouldn't, he followed her home, and now he's in the same area as she is. Like, wouldn't they even be concerned that maybe he's, like, a pedophile? Especially the way he's looking at her and talking to her. Like, I get not believing that, you know, he is this big monster that she's talking about, but, like, a lot of times kids take, like, things that can possibly be understandable. So if she runs in saying that he's a monster and he followed her home, my first instinct would be, okay, I'm gonna call the police because, you know, I don't know what he tried to do, but, like, they're just like, oh yeah, this is normal, like.
Why don't you come over for dinner tomorrow night?
Lucy's been talking a great deal about you. It'd be nice to get to know you better. Well, lovely. Thank you. It's been so long since I've had a home cooked meal. But, I love
Lucy. Offer Mr. Morgan a number.
I feel like this is kind of torture at this point in time. I don't know what their idea really is. Like, they have to be suspicious one way or another that this guy isn't, like, okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm frustrated by how okay the parents are right now with this possible pedophile being in the same house as their daughter. Like,
What's for dinner?
Well, it was going to be a surprise.
Since you asked, you
enough money to eat this guy. They sure are just scaring the shit out of him. Like, now I guess I understand why, but, like, I'm still not happy about the fact that they were, like, completely cool with this. Though, like, if I was a monster and some dude was preying on my daughter, I'd be like, yeah, you're dead. You're dead. First off, if they're the only monster, like, I get why it would be, like, surprising that there was another one. But also, why is she scaring her brother by saying there's monsters? Like, why would he be scared about that? That part I don't really understand. I don't know, being a young 2000s kid, I can see why this was terrifying for me and why this was, like, one of the coolest things ever. But looking back at it now, it's really cheesy. And not that greatly directed. Like, it's for 1995, this is a good show, but, like, there were some shots in there that weren't the greatest. There were some lines and scenes that were a little uncomfortable to watch. But I don't know. I'll let it slide. I'll say it was a good watch. It was worth it, that's for sure. Well, I'm gonna leave this here. That was fun. I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did, or laughed at it just as much as I did. And I hope that you will be better off than the librarian was today. See ya.